This is the NiceHCK RedAg IEM cable. It features a 2-core construction, and it's made from 4/9 purity silver wire with a copper wire shielding. The outer jacket is made from a polypropylene yarn. It comes in either 2-pin MMCX or QDC on the IEM side, and termination options are 3.5mm single-ended or 2.5 or 4.4mm balanced. It has an advertised length of 1.2 meters, and the price is around $14, although as usual, NiceHCK pricing can vary wildly depending on where and when you look at the pricing. Let's have a look. This is a medium thickness 2-core cable, and it's a little bit stiff and very memory prone. So you can see that it retains kinks and it kind of wants to coil itself back into shape on its own. The flexibility is just okay. Thankfully, the polypropylene outer jacket is nice and smooth and is very comfortable to wear and feels comfortable behind your ear. Although this type of material, along with cotton yarn, can be susceptible to microphonic noise, this cable is not bad. So when it does rub up against your clothes or up against itself, it doesn't generate a lot of noise. Not quite as good as PVC, but the microphonics are definitely at a minimum. It comes in this nice deep red color with polished aluminum hardware. So really nice looking cable. You can see it's kind of kinky, but it is good looking and it's usable. It's not totally horrible. And here's a closer look at the 2-core twist below the Y-split. It's well done. And the single cores that go up to each preformed ear hook, like I said, are nice and smooth. Let's have a look at the hardware, starting with the Y-split. And you've got this nice kind of barrel-shaped polished aluminum Y-split, pretty nice. But this bead-style chin slider, man, this is way too loose. This kind of gets under my skin. It's like, just put a chin slider on there that's gonna work. What's the point of something that's gonna be so ridiculously loose? Why even bother putting a chin slider if it's going to work this poorly? Yeah, just pick the right size stuff when you build the cable, I guess. But anyway, moving on up to the preformed ear hooks here, and these are really comfortable. The preformed ear hooks, the heat shrink is nice and soft and flexible, but does retain its shape well enough for fit security. I find this to be really comfortable between the nice feel of the heat shrink on the ear hook and the smoothness of the cable. I like this a lot. And the 2-pin hardware looks great. Clear protrusion, plenty long, so should have no trouble fitting your deeper socket 2-pin IEMs. Red indicator for the right, blue for the left, very straightforward. And let's do some test fits here, starting with the Truth Ear Gate, which has an exceptionally recessed socket. And this is going to go all the way in and home just fine, bottoming out on the inside of the connector. Not a bad look, very good fit here, so no problem fitting any of your deep socket 2-pin or kind of regular 2-pin IEMs as well. Not bad. I mean, I don't really have any IEMs that match the red, although the red kind of looks good with a lot of different neutral color IEMs. Here's the Moondrop LAN, again, a fairly recessed socket and a very nice fit here. 2-pin connector feels great going in, nice and snug. And the Tengzu Buhede here, this should look pretty nice. The shiny kind of dark color IEM, yeah, it's a good look. And the A-Full Performer 5, this is kind of the closest thing to a matching color that I have in my collection. And yeah, not bad as well. I like the hardware here, I like the ear hook a lot. This end of the cable is very good. It's a good look. Yeah, this super loose bead chin slider is a real joke. I mean, look at that. And you can see the memory issue here down by the termination end. These kinks that I guess maybe over time they'll come out or soften up, but anyway. Let's have a look at the termination end. This is the 3.5mm version. You've got the same polished aluminum down here and a nice little strain relief. Nice HCK logo, but not too offensive. Nice plug on the bottom of the connector, so no problem fitting a device that has like a case or some kind of obstruction. You get that little bit of extra clearance. And if, of course, in a device that doesn't have that problem, it's going to work just fine. It feels good, the connector. Everything looks okay. And let's see how the cable wraps, starting with the IEMs connected. And surprisingly, although the cable's stiff and has these memory problems, it does wrap okay. The stupid chin slider gets in the way because it keeps wanting to pull down towards the ear hook end as you're wrapping. But whatever, I may just break that off or something. And let's get the IEMs out of the way and see how the cable wraps without the IEMs, if it's any better. Yeah, it's okay. Other than that, like I said, that stupid chin slider getting in the way, not any kind of real problems wrapping this cable up. Not the tightest wrap, but it'll do. Not bad. And let's see how the RedAg compares as far as weight goes. The hardware is like a medium weight, and the cable itself seems pretty light, and altogether we've got 24.1 grams, so that puts it in the middle of the pack here. That's a nice range to be in. The cable, like I said, is on the light side, so the hardware does weigh a little bit on the cable, but it's not horrible. And to get a frame of reference on how thick this cable is, I'm going to bring in a couple of other similarly constructed cables. On the top, you've got the Zomber. In the middle, obviously, the RedAg. And on the bottom is the NiceHCK First Touch. The Zomber is about 5 grams lighter than the RedAg, so not too much lighter, but is about half the thickness. And the First Touch is significantly heavier. Some of that's due to the hardware, but you can see how much thicker the NiceHCK First Touch cable is as well. So yeah, like I said, this is like a medium thickness cable. It's not bad. As far as the sound quality goes, everything sounds fine. The left and right channels are wired correctly, and the relative phase is just fine, so no real issues there. The fact that this cable is supposedly made out of silver instead of the traditional copper, I can't notice a difference between this and any of the other copper cables I have. I guess silver is technically a better material for a cable, but I don't think it really makes a difference with this cable. It sounds normal. Overall, would I recommend this cable? It's a cool looking cable. It's a nice medium thickness 2-core, if that's your thing. Hardware is very nice. The memory is really crappy, but it doesn't really affect the functionality overall. And the chin slider is kind of no excuse for that. It's really poor. But to me, that's kind of important. I use the chin slider, but to you, it might not matter so much. If you or maybe you want to just try out a cheap cable that's supposedly made from silver. It's very affordable and it's cool looking. It's a little bit different and it works just fine. So yeah, I mean, if you like it, it's cheap enough. I would say the value is good. It's a decent cable. It just isn't perfect as far as the problems I've just mentioned, but it works fine. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more IEM cable reviews, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this cable. Do you care what your cable's made out of? Do you think silver is such a big deal? Or I don't always trust that these cable manufacturers actually put in there what they say they're putting in there. As long as the cable sounds fine to me, I don't worry too much about it. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.